to Photoshop,
Snap back to re
to Photoshop,
snap back to re
to Photoshop,
snap back to re
to Photoshop.
All right, it's been a hot minute since I've done this, so let's do this. So we're getting back into Photoshop. So let me click on Photoshop. So this week we're all about warping. Photoshop warped. Okay, so there'll be demos, there'll be warm-ups and things like that, but when in doubt, think of the word warped. Okay, so with that being said, so I open up Photoshop. Let me go up to File, Open Recent, Clear Recent File List. Okay, and let me just move my floating head. I don't really like that, but anyways, new file. New file. Make sure it's 15 by 15 inches. Okay, RGB color, we're back in Photoshop. White, don't color manage, square pixels, create. Now, mine is already set and ready to rock. Put myself there. If it wasn't set up, go up to Windows, Workspace, Essentials. Make sure it's on Essentials and reset Essentials. When you have your Essentials on, I could then go over here, turn off color, turn off properties. I almost turned off layers, so that would have been bad. So now what I'm going to do is go File, Open, and go to Downloads. I downloaded a picture of myself screaming for the thumbnail, so I'm going to open that one. Oh look, there I am, wearing the same shirt. So I'm going to press Control A, Control C, bring it over here, Control V. Control T, make it a little bit smaller. Photoshop, we're back at it. And so whatever picture you get, first off, gotta make sure I fit it. There we go. Maybe a little bit bigger. There we go. Enter. Okay, I don't need the background, but I'm going to leave that there. For mine, what I'm going to do is go Select Subject. The computer do the talking and do the walking. Oh, I definitely want my ears. So I'm going to go over to the lasso tool and let me move this guy again. Lasso tool, magnetic, shift to add to the selection. Wow, we're already reviewing so much in Photoshop. After Illustrator, it's like, duh, no. Okay. There we go. Shift to add to the selection. There we go. Okay. I pressed the wrong button because I do that. So I'm going to mask it. Right click on that one, apply layer mask. Cool. Okay, so this week we're really still playing around with Illustrator. So let me just remind you, this little yin yang sign, I'm going to put a solid color on there like a blue, just so that it pops. That way I can also see if I need my head back. So I'm going to press Control E, leave it all there. Click on this layer. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go up to the filter gallery. Now, we played with this before, so what I want to do first is go into Liquify. Okay, so a couple things. One, you want to make sure you have Show Background off. Show Mask, Show Image, everything's good there. Facial Aware. So then what you want to do is you want to click all these little chains. You want to do it, honestly, let's keep it simple. Let's do it all at one time. Okay, so I also have notes that I'll print out. So eye size, what we're going to do is we're going to set this to 100. Look how big my eyes are now. Yee! Height, let's go ahead and set that to 70. Look at my eyes. Width, let's set that around 50. Now you can play with that all you want. Nose, this is going to be fun. Go ahead and set it to probably 100. Let's do 100. And width, let's do that to 100. Okay. I could close that one, close that one. Mouth! Let's do upper and lower. Okay. So let's do upper 100 and then lower negative 100. Or roughly, you know me. I'm not exact. Mouth width, 100. There we go. Now, minimize that. Face shape. Let's do -50. Chin height, -20. Jawline, -100. And then this one, 15. Okay. So, before, after. Press OK, and there you go. Now, I'm building you guys up for next week when we do posters. So what I'm going to do now is go into Filter, and I'm going to go into Stylize. I am still fighting allergies. So normally what I would do first is go to Sharpen, Unsharpen Mask, but we'll do it in reverse. So we'll go Sharpen, Stylize, Oil Paint. Now, if you notice my settings are always these bottom two at like 10, and then the top two could be anything. But for this one, what I want to do is I want to set it to 5, 3, and 0.1. Okay, turn this one all the way down. If you notice, before, after, starting to give that glossy look. Okay, so I got that. Look at the beard. Ooh, pretty beard. Okay, so I pressed OK. Now what I want to do is let's go up to Filter Gallery and hit it with my favorite filter of all, Poster's Edge. 10, 0, and 6. Okay, I normally keep that on for everything, so just bear in mind that. But I'm going to press OK. Look how old I am. I'm so old. Why me? Let's go into Filter. Remember in Blur, Gaussian Blur is our friend, but I look old as hell, so I'm going to go to Surface Blur. Okay, Surface Blur, I'm going to set this one to 20. I'm going to set my threshold to roughly around 10, 9 or 10, right in there. Okay. I look better. Filter. I'm going to hit that with oil paint one more time. I'm going to leave everything just the way it is, because before, after. Press OK. You could hit it with multiple filters. Okay. So oil paint. Now what I want to do is I want to go into Unsharpen Mask. Sharpen. Unsharpen Mask is the one to go to. Sharpen Mask. Look at that. Look at that. So already it's looking good. So I normally have this set for posters at 150, 3, and 0. I'm going to keep it at 150. I'm going to change the radius to about 8. When I say about 8, I'm going to do 8 exactly. Threshold, I'm going to set that to 8 as well. Okay. So before, after. Before, after. Press OK. Now, right here, this is pretty much where, if you're going to warp it and make it look cartoony, this is the way to do it. You could play around with it more if you want to, but the big thing that is this is pretty much where, if you turned it in, I'll understand it. It looks great compared to the original one. Original? New. Let me close that. The other thing too is there's a thing called Smart Sharpen. You can play with that too. I'm going to just hit that real quick. Oh God, what is... Do I want to play with that? Honestly, I don't remember the amounts. Radius, I'm just going to keep it low. Let me zoom out. Let me see how that looks. Control Z. Right there is good. Remember, in Photoshop, you got to go Layer, Flatten Image, File, Save As. Make sure it's PNG, put it on the desktop, and I'm going to put Cartoon Demo for Warped. Press Save. Press OK. Close it. And that is all we got. Hopefully that helps you out. And remember too, I will show you more demos as we go. The big thing too is this is just getting us back into the groove, okay? We will have a lot more things going for Warped, okay? Peace.